biggest thing that you can do is to show it. I have a lot of leaders that don't like to hear this, but you are always on stage. There is always someone who is watching, who is listening, who is emulating what you do, who is taking their cues from the way you act. So you can talk about empathy all day long and how important it is, and it's part of our cultures and it's part of our values. But if you don't actually show it, those words fall really flat. Your people are watching and they can tell the difference. And this comes in a couple different ways. It can be in the way you interact with people. Do you actually notice your people, or do you put your head down and chug down the halls if you come out of your office at all? Do you pay attention to what's going on, or are you always somewhere else? And leadership is hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it isn't hard. I'm not saying it isn't overwhelming. I'm not saying you're not incredibly busy. You are. But leadership, or at least good leadership, is not easy. If it were, everyone would be doing it. And I would happily be out of a job. If I were out of a job because all organizations ran optimally and smoothly and took care of all of their stakeholders, their employees, their customers, their board, everybody, I would be happy to be out of a job. You have to show what you want your people to do. And that's not just in your interactions, it's also in how you do business. Do you actually take care of your people, or do you make it difficult for them to get the job done? Is the workplace so toxic that your people can't work optimally, and yet you just leave it that way because it's easier than leaving it alone? I used to know a CEO who made sure everybody in his organization had name tags. And he wanted their first name to be really big because he was the CEO. He couldn't remember everybody's name. But when he walked up to someone, he could glance at their badge and be able to call them by their first name. And the people knew. It's not like this was some secret. But the point was that he made an effort. He was trying to do better for his people. And that was enough. Remember, empathy at its best works in both directions. So if you give empathy and you show empathy, you're going to be a lot more likely as a leader to get it back in return. People are going to be more understanding and more connected with you, which means when the hard time comes, you're going to have their loyalty.